Did you know you can tell if someone is poor or rich just by the way they behave? In this video, we're going to reveal the 17 things that poor people do that the rich simply don't. Get ready because some of these truths might irritate you. But instead of getting offended, see this list as an opportunity to improve and avoid the traps that keep you stuck in mediocrity. And pay attention, the last thing on this list will surprise and shock many. With that said, let's dive into the first thing. 1. Poor people love to sleep in. In their early years, poor people are generally lazier than the rich. If this bothers you, tough luck because the numbers don't lie. Those who use their youth to grow and develop are much less likely to remain poor later in life. If you sleep in, don't educate yourself and waste time on useless activities. At some point, you'll realize you're way behind what the world expects from you, and that can lead to misery. While you're lying in bed, the rich are waking up early, studying, working, and preparing for success. Want to stay behind? Keep sleeping in. 2. Poor people love a sale. The only thing you should be buying on sale is stocks. While poor people stretch their limited money to buy discounted items, the rich are focused on making more money. Those clothes you find on sale? They're the ones that people who could afford the full price didn't want. Think about it. You're buying leftovers, things nobody else wanted. Walking around all proud of your bargain. You're just ensuring you look like someone who can't afford the full price. Rich people don't fall for this. They invest in quality and durability, not end-of-season sales. Want to stand out? Stop settling for scraps and start investing in yourself. 3. Poor people watch too much TV. If you have time to watch reality shows, sorry, but you're probably poor. It's shocking how much time poor people waste on useless TV. It's a distraction that grabs you and won't let go, keeping you stuck in mediocrity. If you know which celebrity is dating who, follow every episode of your favorite shows and have a preferred news channel, you're watching too much TV. That's why your life doesn't change. Celebrity gossip adds nothing to your life. It only enriches the celebrities. Instead of wasting precious hours on this, you could be investing in something that actually moves you forward. Rich people want to be on TV to be the highlight, not sitting on the couch watching. It's time to reassess your priorities, turn off the TV, and subscribe to the channel to keep learning how the rich think and start acting to become one of them. 4. Poor people are obsessed with sports. Unless you're a professional athlete or own the team, there's no reason to be watching sports. It's like TV, an escape from your mediocre reality. Think about it. You put yourself in a position where you have zero impact on the game's outcome. This behavior becomes a habit, and you end up being a spectator in life instead of a player or owner. You're there cheering and getting emotional, but what does it change in your life? Nothing. While you're on the couch, the rich are making a difference, making decisions, and playing the game of life to win. Want to stay in the stands? Fine. But if you want to change the game, stop wasting time on things that get you nowhere. 5. Poor people don't like to study. One of the main reasons many remain poor is simply because they don't like to study. Instead of using time to learn new skills, seek useful information, and educate themselves, they prefer to stay in their comfort zone. They don't read books, don't take courses, don't seek mentors, and don't stay updated. The truth is, knowledge is power. Without studying, you stay stagnant, stuck in the same habits, and miss all the opportunities to improve. Meanwhile, the rich are always learning and growing. And one thing the rich have learned is how to attract wealth into their lives. Few people know about this, so pay attention. American neuroscientist Dr. Paul Winters recently revealed a surprising secret to wealth attraction. And according to these leaked CIA documents, it's not what you think. It has nothing to do with owning a business or the law of attraction. It's a microscopic brainwave that sits dormant in the mind. Neuroscientists found that this brainwave sits dormant in the brains of 99% of the American population. However, this brainwave attracts non-stop wealth to anyone who successfully activates it. For the last few centuries, those who've known about this brainwave relied on hours of meditation to activate it. But thanks to Dr. Winters' money song, you can activate this brainwave and start attracting wealth into your life in 7 seconds or less. All that's required is a pair of headphones in the comfort of your home. It has already helped over 18,300 men and women attract lump sums of money without an ounce of effort. If the thought of attracting wealth effortlessly using your mind sounds interesting, you can listen to The Money Wave by clicking the link in the first pinned comment below. Now let's move on to the next point. 6. Poor people don't save money. One of the biggest differences between poor and rich people is that the poor don't prepare for the future. Having a financial cushion is essential for growth and protection. Imagine something bad happens. If you have savings, you can handle the problem and move on. If you don't and the situation is urgent, what do? You sell your car, house, or scramble for a loan. The rich, when the crisis passes, remain in a good position, only with a bit less savings. The poor, however, face a drastic decline in lifestyle or end up in the hands of creditors. Without savings, you're always on the edge of disaster. Want to change your life? Start saving now and prepare for the future. 7. Poor people drown in credit cards and loans for useless things. One of the biggest differences between rich and poor people is how they use credit. The poor constantly take out loans to buy junk, while the rich only use credit for investments that will generate more money. Want to buy a giant TV or the latest smartphone? Forget it. If what you're buying won't make you more money than the loan, don't even think about it. The rule is simple and straightforward. Credit should only be used for investments. If it won't make your money grow, let it go. While you're getting into debt to buy things that only depreciate, the rich are using credit to increase their wealth and secure a solid financial future. Before we move to the next point, if this list is helping you open your eyes to the habits that hold you back from prospering, give the video a like. 8. Poor people blame others for their misfortune. How many people do you know who always have an excuse or blame someone else for not being successful? It's always the economy, the boss, the government, or even luck that's against them. Sure, some things are out of our control, but 99% of your life is up to you. Remember, you are in control of your life. You decide how your day will be, your relationships, and your health. Want to change these things? Then stop complaining and do something about it. Life isn't about what happens to you, but how you react to it. Get up, take responsibility, and stop blaming others. You are the only one responsible for your success or failure. 9. Poor people eat fast food. Health is fundamental, but it seems that poor people don't give it the attention it deserves. They don't care about what they're eating, how a healthy meal should be, or know the basics of nutrition. They fill their bodies with sugar and fats without nutritional value, destroying their health and, as a result, can't perform at their best in anything. If you're not healthy, your entire life suffers. You'll have physical, mental, work-related, and even relationship problems. Eating poorly affects everything. Rich people know that health is a priority and treat their bodies as an investment. So, if you want to change your life, start by changing what you put on your plate and write in the comments, "I will change and get rich," to publicly commit to your transformation. 10. Poor people spend money before they get it. One of the biggest mistakes you can make in life is spending money you don't yet have. The moment you start taking loans or accumulating expenses before you can pay them, your financial life begins to crumble. It's a direct path to disaster. If you don't have money to buy something without affecting your life, then you simply can't afford it. Period. Spending before you receive is what keeps people trapped in the cycle of poverty. While the rich know how to save and wait for the right moment to buy, the poor bury themselves in debt and keep sinking further. 11. Poor people have more children and earlier in life. The truth is, kids cost a fortune. We all know how fun it is to make them, or at least practice. But many stop at that part and forget about the rest. To give you an idea, raising a child in a developed country will cost you around $250,000. Due to lack of education, environment, and other factors, poor people end up having more children and at a younger age than the rich, while the rich wait until their living conditions improve, ensuring an ideal environment and financial stability for their children to thrive. The poor simply go ahead and expand the family without thinking about the consequences. The rich plan and prepare to provide the best, while the poor get bogged down in debt and struggles trying to support a large family. 12. Poor people don't bathe as often as rich people. At first, this may seem like a joke, but it's true and explains a lot when you really think about it. Most jobs today are in the service industry, where human contact is essential for a successful exchange of value. Those who don't have good personal hygiene end up harming themselves. People tend to trust and want to spend less time with someone who doesn't take care of themselves. This affects everything, your professional and personal life. If you want to be taken seriously, start with the basics. Take a bath and take care of yourself. 13. Poor people believe others should help them reach the top. Wake up! The world owes you nothing. No one owes you anything. Believe it or not, you're on your own in this. You are the only one responsible for what happens in your life. When we're young, we all believe we'll be successful, but then reality hits us hard. This world only rewards the best, those who never give up, who are always learning, adapting, and most importantly, understand that no one will solve their problems for them. Stop waiting for someone to come save you or give you a hand. It's time to take control, stop blaming others, and make things happen. You can start by subscribing to the channel to learn how to organize your financial life. 14. Poor people don't get regular medical checkups. We've talked about the importance of health before, but this point is crucial. Poor people simply ignore regular medical checkups. Imagine you end up having a serious illness like cancer. If you do regular checkups, you catch it early and the treatment is easier and cheaper. But if you neglect this, you'll only discover it when it's too late and the treatment will be expensive and painful. Not taking care of yourself is like playing with your life. The rich don't mess around with their health. They do checkups, take care of their bodies, and always keep an eye on any signs of trouble. The poor, due to lack of education or money, end up neglecting it until the bomb explodes. 15. Poor people surround themselves with other poor people. You've heard that we are the average of the 5 people we spend the most time with. If you hang out with 4 poor people, guess who the 5th one is? Exactly. One of the most certain ways to stay poor is to surround yourself with people who are also poor and reinforce your limiting and negative beliefs. To change your life, you need people around you who inspire you, challenge you, and push you forward. People who are doing amazing things and whose success motivates you to want more. Rich people know this and carefully choose their company, surrounding themselves with brilliant and motivating minds. So start hanging out with people who lift you up, who make you want to be better. Stop settling for those who keep you stuck in the same place and seek out company that pushes you to soar high. 16. Poor people never follow through on their ideas or potential. You can't choose your parents, where you were born, or how society treats you. But you know what you can control? The time and effort you dedicate to your dreams. Everyone has the same 24 hours a day, but why do some people achieve so much more than others? The answer lies in action. Dedication and execution are what separate those who stay in mediocrity from those who reach success. Poor people have great ideas but never put them into practice. They stay stuck, waiting for something magical to happen while the rich are out there making things happen. Got an idea? Go out and do it. Dedicate every possible minute to turning that dream into reality. Stop making excuses. Stop procrastinating. Success doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who act. 17. Poor people are much more religious than rich people. Statistically, successful people rely on themselves to achieve success, while the poor hope that some divine force will reward their good deeds. Even though presidents or CEOs mention God in their speeches, many of them are not really religious. They believe in their own effort and intelligence to climb the ladder. Take Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Facebook, for example. For most of his life, he was an atheist, but when considering a political career, he decided to change his stance. The rich know that waiting for miracles leads nowhere. They roll up their sleeves and do what needs to be done, while the poor keep waiting for something magical to happen. If you want to be successful, stop waiting for a divine force to solve your problems and start acting. If you know someone who does any of these 17 things, do them a favor and show them this video right now. Don't let them continue in ignorance and mediocrity. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss more content like this. See you in the next video.